On the next few days, a European satellite might land in some unspecified place in the world. The satellite ran out of fuel and is starting to come closer to the Earth. It's starting to break up into small pieces. This satellite is a 2,000-pound spacecraft and it's expected to hit the Earth's surface. The European Space Agency said the parts are more likely to fall into the ocean or maybe even the unpopulated areas. GOCE, the European satellite, was launched in 2009 to map variations of the Earth's gravity in 3D. It provides ocean circulation patterns and it makes other measurements. This satellite became the first seismograph to orbit in March 2011. It detected the sound waves from the earthquake that hit Japan. The satellite was expected to fall much earlier, but the reduction was less than expected. On August, the altitude of the satellite lowered about 139 miles. It's the lowest any research satellite has ever been. GOCE's fuel ran out on October 21st. So where might this satellite fall? Who knows? This has been Lisette Bahena with your World News of the Week. And back to you guys.
I'm Peyton Curley here with your weird, wacky, and somewhat inspirational news. Just the other day, a woman traveled from Missouri to Colorado to sell her monkey to a man. They met up in a hotel parking lot to try to make a deal. But as the woman brought the monkey out in its carrier, the man pepper sprayed her, grabbed the carrier, and ran. As of the other day, the cops still have not found the man. In other weird yet very inspirational news, Joy Johnson from California fulfilled her dreams. She first wanted to complete the New York Marathon as the oldest person to ever do so. This was a great accomplishment considering her age of 86. She actually stumbled and hit her head during the run, but yet still managed to get back up and finish. She also had an interview with one of her idols the next morning, and that was Al Roker on the Today Show. She passed away that day with her running shoes still on her feet. Now that's a great example of someone who really lived their life to the fullest. This has been Peyton Curley with your weird, wacky, and somewhat inspirational news. Back to you guys.
One of the strongest storms on record has hit the Philippines last Friday. More than 10,000 people have died, mostly by drowning and from collapsed buildings. Hundreds of thousands of others were being taken to shelters. Schools were closed, and 2 deputy prime ministers were sent to the region to direct the preparation. The U.S. military has dispatched aid and troops to some of the areas of the Philippines that were hardest hit by the deadly typhoon on Friday, providing the first outside help of what is expected to be the major aid mission in the coming days and weeks.
Welcome to Senior Spotlight, and I am Nate Jesse. Today, Derek Walterman is here with us. Hello, Derek.
Hey, Nate, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good.
All right. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. What are you going to miss most about high school?
Probably all the team bonding, my friends, hanging out. And just hanging out, watching TV, doing that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite high school memory?
Favorite high school memory? Well, I think I can answer that one better next Thursday. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah.
Are you planning on attending college?
I am planning on attending college, yeah.
Where do you want to go?
University of South Dakota.
USD.
Yeah, USD.
What made you choose that?
Well, I went on a college visit there. The campus was pretty nice. It was about my size that I'm looking for, so that was a big deciding factor.
All right. What will you major in?
Business administration.
What made you choose that?
Ever since I was little, I pretty much wanted to own my own business and be my own boss and that kind of stuff.
How far away is USD?
About 2 hours away.
2 hours. So it's closer than SDSU?
Yep.
All right. What extracurricular activities are you in?
Right now, I'm involved in football. I have speech, and then golf in the spring.
All right. How do you manage all of that and school?
Sometimes I don't really that well, but I try by using study halls.
All right. So, what advice do you have for other kids going through high school right now?
Try and stay off Twitter and game websites.
Are you going to miss Newell Fonda and all the people associated with it?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Good luck in college.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Host today is Alex Spangler talking about speech.
Welcome, people, to our new segment, Talking About Speech. I have talked to Mrs. Fierstead, and I gave her 6 questions to answer. Let's see what she answered. The first question I said to her, when does speech officially start? It starts at the beginning of November or the end of November. The second question I said again, what are the goals of speech? The goal is to get people in front of the audience and get out of their comfort zone. Question 3, what are some examples of speech events? Musical theater, reading, and acting. And there's more. Another question I said to her, what is the difference between large group and individual group? And she said, large group takes 2 or more people to do. An individual group speech takes only 1 person. Another question I said to her, what are some reasons why go out for speech and how it will help someone else? And she said, speech is a great opportunity to hang out with your friends after school and while having fun. And speaking is something that you will need every day in your life. Another question I said to her, roughly how many students are out for speech this year? And she said, we have roughly 50 kids in it. And she said that they will be having auditions for individual speech later this year. Thanks for listening, Talking About Speech. Back to you guys.
This has been Alex Spangler talking about speech.
Okay.
A satellite in
It has
space.
something
A dragon!
to do with Star Wars.
It's a plane, right? It's a part of a plane. It's a telescope, right? No, it's some kind of copy, right? It's a copy.
The picture you just saw is of a man taking a photo of a solar eclipse that happened on November 3rd. This was the second and last solar eclipse of 2013. A solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, blocking the sun from the earth's view. This specific eclipse has been dubbed a hybrid eclipse by NASA because it starts out being an annular or ring eclipse before becoming a full eclipse. Though some locations experienced a total blackout, the majority of areas experiencing the eclipse witnessed only a partial eclipse. Due to it not fully covering the sun, observers had to wear eye protection when watching the eclipse. The next solar eclipse is not due until April 15, 2014.
November 8th, a Storm Lake police officer stopped a vehicle at the Pronto store on Highway 110 after he had traveled to Storm Lake Walmart and purchased drugs for manufacturing methamphetamine. Police report during the search they had found items used to manufacture methamphetamine, including heating equipment, glassware, scales, etc. Both suspects were booked in the Buena Vista County Jail for a $100,000 cash bond. This was George Torres for your local news. Back to you guys.
What did Batman say to Robin before he got in the car?
I don't know.
What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
Let's go. Shut the door. Let's go. To the Batmobile.
Okay. What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
I don't know.
Get in the car, Robin.
Sounds about right, I guess.
Woo! Get in the car, Robin. They're supposed to be stupid! Get in the car, Robin. Woo!
So over here in Texas, right here, we're gonna have some some tornadoes and stuff. And right here in Iowa, there's gonna be some hurricanes. And then down here in New York, we're gonna get a lot of snowfall. Yep, it's gonna be bad. Right here in Africa, we're gonna get a lot of volcanoes and stuff. You never know. There's gonna be some volcanoes here and there. A couple erupting, And then in Asia, we might have a lot more smog. There's probably a lot more smog going on. So.
Over here in the New York area, we're going to have some immense rainfall. Down here in Florida, you betcha, no rain. Down here in California, guess what? Terrible rain. No way. Up here in Washington, that's right, rain.